So the question on everybody's lips, are we live? Let's see. I think we're live, but as always, I don't know. Okay, Jenny confirms that we are live. Thank you, Jenny. Great, welcome. Welcome to Saga. Saga City, the capital of Saga Prefecture in Kyushu, in the west of Japan, where I'm currently on a work trip. I arrived here in Saga last night after sunset and basically only checked in at the hotel and slept. So I haven't seen the city at all, but a few minutes away from my hotel there's this Saga Castle ruins. So I decided, why not start the stream here and then explore the city a little bit. Pretty different atmosphere compared to Tokyo. Yeah, I guess so. A little bit different maybe. It's so Saga City is a relatively small town by Japanese standards. Has about 230,000 inhabitants, and it's not really famous for that much, to be honest. I was kind of researching the area because I'm here to shoot, and other than this castle there's not that terribly much in this city that seems to be noteworthy, which sounds very evil to say, but yeah, I don't know, it's just not, it doesn't have much of a flair or popularity to it, but I'm sure it's a nice city though. We shall find that out by ourselves. By the way, let's check. I think this is where the old, right, so this is where the old castle, this is a floor plan of the part of the building that has not been restored. So other parts of the castle has been restored, obviously, but not this one. The white stone represent the outline and walls of the building, and the black stone represent the position of the pillars. So now we know. And it sounds like it's, yeah, there's a pretty big school here next to the castle. So let's just circle around this castle and then start walking towards the city center. So I arrived in Kyushu 2 days ago, and yeah, the last week has just been like extremely busy, so I'm sorry that I wasn't able to stream until now, but that's just the nature of my work. You never know, and suddenly it gets extremely busy and stressful. But now that I'm on the road, things should be a little bit better. So I hope to stream tomorrow as well. At least during the weekends, I always want to stream. Hopefully a few other days as well. So basically I will be going to a different city each day until Thursday, when I go back to Tokyo. It's a very peaceful morning. Only the crows are making a little bit of noise, and the weather is nice too. I'm surprised I haven't seen anyone requesting a weather report yet, which is usually pretty common within the first minutes of the stream, but so let's do one. So here it says, I don't know if you can see this, it's very reflective here, 12 degrees anyway. It says cloudy. Yeah, a little bit cloudy, but mostly blue skies though. So basically yesterday I was riding around in a car for 10 hours just shooting a ton of different places. Some really cool ones. But yeah, I didn't really have any spare time to do a stream, and then when I finally arrived at the hotel I was just so exhausted, so I had to rest. Hey Burger Explorer, glad to be back for another stream. Thank you. Yeah, it said 12 degrees, but actually it feels warmer, and I think it's gonna get, let's check. Yeah, it's gonna go up to even 19 degrees today and sunny, so pretty warm today. And since I'm here for work, I have my slightly bigger camera with me today. So I'll try to snap some photos while streaming as well, because I think my clients want some shots of this place as well. I did shoot before I started the stream as well though. Now let's see if we can find a slide. That would be great. Let's hope we can do that. It's beautiful though. I like this. Like, it's quite different from most Japanese castles that I've seen, which are usually built in like many stories. This like, if I didn't know, I wouldn't really assume that this was a Japanese castle. Yeah, up to 20 degrees today. When I arrived 2 days ago it was 2 degrees and snowing. Horrible weather. Really horrible weather. So I'm glad that it's changed for the better. Wow, minus 5 degrees in Ohio, was it? I wonder if we can get up here somehow. That would be nice. Look at this cone. Looks like it has its head chopped off. Poor little thing. All three Michaels here today. Great. Oh, kindergarten group, but I shouldn't shoot them. Cute, they made a heart of leaves here. So here's the like main entrance to the castle, and there's a big exhibition inside, but yeah, I won't be streaming from there. Looks like this place up here is not really accessible though. That's too bad. Here's a map of the place. So we did, let's see, we started around here and then we walked around this little building, came back here and out. So as you can see, it's a pretty low city, not many high-rise buildings around here. So that's, I was staying on the 7th floor in my hotel, and that was like, yeah, pretty nice view, even though it was only on the 7th floor. Very different from Tokyo. and local NHK broadcasting tower, I presume. Let me bring up a map. I have kind of a rough idea of where we're heading. So basically we will be walking pretty much in a straight line up north towards Saga station. But there's how did I get here? So I flew to Fukuoka and then I did explore a few cities yesterday and the day before yesterday, and came here by car, by taxi yesterday. I see a lot of people on their phones. I guess they're playing Pokemon. Maybe there's some like rare Pokemon in the castle today, because I saw a lot of people. What's the tower up here? This one? It says NHK, so I guess it's the local NHK broadcasting office. And after this I'm going to a place called Takeo Onsen, which is an onsen resort town slightly west from here. And there's another TV station. I think this was like the local Saga TV or something like that. And this building looks kind of retro as well. Do I need to push the button? Oh, maybe I do. So confusing. Like, it's pretty rare with these crossings where you actually have to press. So then whenever I bump into one, I always forget to press it. Embarrassing. I think let's head down here and then turn left. We should be on the right track. Hiroku loves your boyish good looks. I see, thank you. I think I should be able to turn here. My house is above Takeo Baga. Oh really? Do you live in Takeo? Or is it like Besso? Never been there before, but I'm looking forward to it. So let's see. Head through this slightly residential area. Oh, this is nice. Seems like a lot of my Japanese viewers are confused and why am I in Saga? そうですね、今日佐賀です。Yeah, you moved to Florida, but your brother still lives in Takeo. Nice, nice. Say hi to your brother from me. It's a very charming little neighborhood surrounded by small rivers. I will turn. Yeah, we have some cones here. Looks like there's some new houses in the being planned. And then walk up here. Please tell me the time in Takeo. I will go there this afternoon, but I'm not sure if I will have any time to do a live stream from there, actually. But maybe, since I have a viewer from there and you want to see your hometown, I will really try. So potentially I could maybe do a stream from another stream tonight, or maybe something for tomorrow morning around this time, but I can't really promise anything. How long is the walk today? Not sure exactly, but I would guess around an hour. おはようございます。So I will walk up to Saga station, and I think on the way there I will pass through what's essentially the city center. So yeah, an hour-ish today, I guess. Very modern neighborhood. Oh yeah? You think so? This doesn't feel very modern to me, to be honest, but it's pretty typical Japanese residential neighborhood with cute little shrine, rivers, bridges. It's actually quite nice. If I've ever been to Tsukiji fish market, yes I have. I think most people living in Tokyo has been to the fish market at least once. I've only been there once actually. Oh, looks like reflection reveal. Nice little cafe. This looks cool. This is some, it said Memorial Gymnasium on the map. pretty cool. Looks, I don't know, looks German to me. It's pretty old though. How old is this town? I do not know. I think if I can head in here, maybe I can get some good views of this interesting thing. Yeah, lots of good photo ops. I was basically the last 2 days I've just been shooting non-stop. It's nice to shoot video for a change. Yeah, lonely cone there. Lonely green and white cone. So let's see. I think this should be the way towards the central station. How did you decide to film? Well, I had a little bit of flexibility in today's schedule, so I decided to squeeze in a stream today. Then the rest will be stills again. I'm not really filming, but this live stream is video. That's what I meant. Babies for sale at Daiso. What? That sounds awful. 100 yen babies. Must be really crappy babies. I think this is the way towards the central station, but over here we should have one of the major shrines in the city, so let's take a look at that as well. Yeah, right when the sakura is blooming, I'm sure this place is much more beautiful. Oh yeah, here's the central post office. Yep. We have 4 Michaels in the chat now. Wow, so many Michaels. When can you go to Olympic Village? I'm not sure. I will try to go there sometime, but right now I don't know when that will be. What's going on here? Lots of steam coming out. Nikumanju. Okay, so it's just a Nikuman place. Looks very interesting. Time in Japan, it's 11 o'clock in the morning, or I don't know, does 11 still count as morning? It does in my world, but maybe not to most people. Ah, that's the hotel I was staying at. New Otani. Here's the shrine. I'm snapping some photos, but I'm sure you could already figure that out. Students at school today? Well, it's Saturday, so they shouldn't be, but maybe. Let's see, let's figure out where to go. Very nice shrine. It looks very well maintained. In good shape. I wonder what this building is. Looks like a big, it could be some ryokan or something, but maybe not. What's that sound? It's a kind of music that you often hear at shrines. That's played during some of the Shinto rituals, but also sometimes I think they just use it as a kind of background music. Sort of stage here, I think. And I'm really sorry for the extremely poor knowledge I have about these places, but please understand that when I go on a trip like this, I shoot maybe like 100 places in a week, so I don't really have time or energy to do like extensive research on every spot, which I wish I could, but unfortunately my clients would never want to pay me for that much kind of research time. But did you come to Saga? Yeah, I flew to Fukuoka and then I took the train to Karatsu, and from Karatsu I came to Saga City by car. So, this is interesting. I think this should be from Arita maybe. So there's a town relatively close to where we are now called Arita, which is famous for pottery and porcelain. So I went there for a shoot a few months ago and I saw several of these. Like one shrine I went to, everything was made out of porcelain. But yeah. Do you live in Karatsu? No, I live in Tokyo. I stayed one night in Karatsu, and then now my second night I stayed here in Saga, and then I will stay in Takeo tonight. Why is it so quiet? Well, we're in a Japanese small town. It's just usual. Even if you're in a shrine in Tokyo, it could be this kind of amount of people. Tokyo is not, Japan is not crowded everywhere. It's just crowded in like the busy shopping and industry, entertainment areas, usually. Which hotel am I staying on? I don't remember off the top of my head actually. Maybe Central Hotel? I think that's what it's called, but I'm not sure. And what are these red structures? You mean these? Looks like some sort of lanterns, but they're very big. You don't usually see these big ones at shrines. And here I think is just a bit of a rest space, and also you can buy omamori, the kind of lucky amulets. Lots of pigeons, which makes the kids happy. Sasebo? No, I'm not going to Sasebo this time. I was in Sasebo a few months ago. I'm not gonna go there again. Okay, let's leave the shrine and keep heading towards the city center. Lots of pigeons here. Oh, look at this guy. Is that a heron? Let's see if I can zoom in. Ah, for some reason my phone doesn't let me zoom in. Let's see if we can get a close-up look. What's pigeon in Japanese? Hato. The fish, yes, there's plenty of carps here. One bright yellow one. I like the bridge. It's nice with all the leaves growing on it. Yeah, lots of fish. And also an empty coffee can. Yeah, very nice, this shrine. I liked it a lot. Yeah, it was bright yellow and white carp, yes. You're in Saga. Is it near Hiroshima or Nagasaki? It's relatively near Nagasaki. From here, I think I can get to Nagasaki by train in like, I don't know, an hour, 90 minutes or something like that. Not sure exactly, but so it's not terribly far away. I'm sorry for walking a bit slow today, but I'm shooting at the same time, so. YouTube sent out the alert that this video is live. That's weird. I got it as it started to my second phone. I usually do, but I think maybe it just depends. Maybe it's quicker sending out alerts to myself. But yeah, relying on the YouTube alerts is apparently not a great idea. Stream. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I do plan to do a Patreon only stream sometime this weekend. It could potentially be in an onsen. I'm not ruling that out completely. We'll see. Imagine if you walk outside your house and everything you see looks so aesthetic. It's Japan. To be honest, I don't think so. Like, I mean, this place is nice, sure, but a lot of parts of Japan and Japanese cities are not very aesthetically pleasing. So it really depends on where you are. At least that's my opinion. I honestly feel that many European cities are more beautiful because they have so much old buildings and architecture remaining. Most Japanese cities are like, you don't see many buildings that are older than 50 years, or 50, 60 years. In many Japanese cities, besides like some shrines and places like that, which can be very old, but even those tend to be rebuilt every couple of decades. So yeah, I personally think that, you know, cities like, I don't know, even like Stockholm or Copenhagen, London have, or maybe not London, but yeah, many European cities has far more beautiful city centers than most Japanese cities I've been to be honest. Room cafe. What's that? A cafe where you sit in a room. Every place has a charm of its own. Oh yeah, totally. And a lot of Japanese cities has tons of charm. I would not say that they don't have any charm. But and I'm quite fond of, like, you know, 50-year-old Japanese neighborhoods as well. I certainly think they have a certain charm to them, but as for being beautiful, I don't know. But it's a personal preference thing in the end. Well, I mean, one big reason is that large parts of Japan were like demolished during the Second World War and had to be rebuilt as quickly and efficiently as possible after that. So that's definitely a big reason. And then all these earthquakes as well means that Japanese people in general are not too fond of keeping buildings around for too long. They think it's better and safer to tear down and rebuild every now and then, which makes a lot of sense to me. Looks like we have a shopping street over here. Big, what is this? Like apartment building on top of a shopping mall, I guess. Seems like the super chat is broken today. Or maybe I just been streaming for 50 minutes without anyone using it. That would be rare, but maybe I forgot to switch it on. It's been a while. Hope you and Mini T are doing well. Yes, thank you. Mini Explorer is fine. She's with her mom and grandma, of course, since I'm away for the week. Nice. I like this roof glass tiles. Oh, thank you, Michael, and thank you, Jenny. Awesome. Okay, so the super chat definitely works. Thank you very much for confirming that. I'm very generous of you, Jenny. Thank you so much. Rice casserole with creamy sauce restaurant. Is that the only thing they serve? Is this a less populated area? I don't know. It's my first time in Saga, so I don't really know the neighborhood And this is a shotengai, not a yokocho. Not to be nitpicking about words, but yokocho are these like narrow alleys with lots of drinking establishments. Something was going on over there. Yeah, a very long walk on the red carpet for me today. Hey Yari, yeah, long time no see. Sorry, I was just crazy busy last week. I was really hoping to stream more, but it's very busy and also feeling a little bit sick. So I did prioritize to also get a little bit of rest during those few hours of spare time I had. This was an unusually quiet shooting ride. They're usually a bit more lively, especially on weekends. You're on that island in the far south. Yeah, in the west. Saga, S-A-G-A, not Sarah. Saga is, yes, it's a province, and there's also there's Saga, the prefecture or province, and then there's also Saga city, which is the capital of the prefecture. And right now I'm in Saga city. So this entire week I will basically be shooting various places in Saga prefecture. I will go to a few places in Nagasaki prefecture as well, which is next to Saga, but main focus is Saga. Do you think the cost of living in a countryside city like Saga would be 30-40% less than in Tokyo? Rent or the cost of housing would probably be even less than that, but as for other living expenses, I don't think it would be that big of a difference. Maybe some like locally produced foods would be cheaper, but other than that, not a huge difference. The weather actually more mild than in the Tokyo area. Maybe. I think so. Kyushu is, after all, a little bit further south. So, in theory, it should be a little bit warmer and milder. But Saga is pretty much... This city is kind of inland city, so maybe that makes a bit of a difference as well. Tokyo is surprisingly mild for its latitude. So... because it's next to the Pacific Ocean. Yeah, Fukuoka maybe like rents would be like 30% cheaper than Tokyo or something like that. But then again, like everything else is there's not that much of a price difference in my experience. Thank you, Terry. Terry, thank you for the super chat. Any chance you could show us the railway station? Sure. I'm on my way to the station now. so I will shoot a little bit in there. Let me take a look at the map. So yeah, I'm like halfway between the shrine and the station. So station is just at the end of this street. So I think this is like the main street of Saga. It really feels way like a way smaller city than 230,000. I would expect a city like with this kind of population to be a little bit more lively. You all like the pew 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 pew. It is quite nice. I like it too. In Sweden we just have a boring kind of click sound, I think. That's the sound the traffic lights make. Interesting. This looks like a camera cafe. Unfortunately it's closed, but darkroom gallery cafe. I would like to go here if it was open. Look at all these like rolls of film in the window and a handful of retro cameras in there too. Nice. Too bad I won't be able to check. Yeah, really quiet. Not many people out at all. Maybe it's just a Saga lifestyle. Maybe people just relax on the weekends. Thank you, T. You answered my question about the cost of living. I think the biggest difference in cost of living in a smaller town compared to Tokyo is just that there's much less to spend your money on. Like when you're in a place like Tokyo, it's so easy to go out and, you know, get carried away with all the shopping opportunities and entertainment and food and whatnot. But if you're like living in a smaller city, there's just not that much to spend your money on. At least I think that would be the case for me if I were to move to a place like this. The actual cost of like necessary products, it's not that different, but it's just a big difference in in what you do with your money. That's actually quite interesting. One of my Japanese viewers pointed out that there's hardly any convenience stores. That is quite noteworthy. I've seen one since I came to Saga. That was a 7-Eleven close to my hotel, but that was the only convenience store I've seen today. Vending machines, I think we did see a few, yeah. There's literally more telephone booths than convenience stores in this town. Let's cross. I wonder if they focus on local restaurants, yeah. Yeah, the phone booths do indeed look very British. Vending machines, I've seen quite a few. Maybe not as many as in Tokyo, but there's definitely vending machines here. And look, that's a Family Mart over there. Almost at the station. I wonder what the beer selection is like. I see what you're doing, Jenny, but no. I just had breakfast before this stream. I'm not gonna go for a beer now. Besides, I have to work all day. I'll probably be working for another 8 hours after finishing this stream. So no beer for me until my work is done. So that's the station over here. Looks like I have to cross there and then I will end the stream at the station. I will grab a taxi because I have to shoot a few more spots in this city before I Jenny, okay, you just wanted to see what the selection was like. I see. I thought you were kind of trying to get me tempted to buy a beer. So I'm shooting photos. Someone asked what my job is here, and I'm shooting photos for the local tourism, not tourism board, but kind of tourism promotion office. So yeah. Thank you, Santosh Hernandez. Tea, coffee coffee tea for a vending machine, convenient. Yeah, maybe later, maybe after the stream, because like I said, I will just show the station and then I will wrap things up for today. But we'll see. There's a possibility that I might stream again later today, or if not today, probably tomorrow. When are you going back to Tokyo? On Thursday. Looks like a pretty old station. Another family mart. Ticket vending machines. So here you can see, compared to Tokyo, I think there's one train line here in Saga. There's one. Then you have the entire regional train network here. Mr. Donut, old Mr. Donut sign. Let's also just quickly check the opposite side of the station. Oh, there's a big construction site. Not that much else. Anyway, I will wrap things up here. So thanks a lot for stopping by, and I'll see you all again soon. Okay, thank you so much. Bye bye. Mata ne. See you all soon. Hello.